Welcome back to our channel, where we share the latest news and untold stories about Catherine, the Princess of Wales, and her royal family. Today, we bring you breaking news. William and Catherine's heartfelt thanks to King Charles's huge move to Charlotte amid the royal cancer battle. Prince William is currently making a charity food visit. The royal family's major members have returned to the royal engagement. When Prince William appears to be in a good mood and responding to the public about Princess Catherine's health state, everything indicates that everything's going to be great. According to reliable sources, King Charles has a strong desire to safeguard his grandchildren in the face of growing concern regarding the future of Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. He would not want his grandchildren to be forced to go through the unfortunate circumstances that are associated with the royal household, when their child is the second to be born in the royal household. A reliable source claims that the Prince and Princess of Wales, along with King Charles, have engaged in several conversations about the future of their grandchildren, Princess Charlotte and Prince Louis. They wish to protect them against the vast media, which means that Meghan and Harry's crew will use the phrase spares to communicate with them on social media. A solid bond between Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis is something that King Charles wishes to cultivate in order to protect them all from the possibility of a similar historical event occurring to Prince Harry and Prince William. As a result of this, he made the choice to encourage the method by which Prince and Princess of Wales are parenting the royal children. However, he also desires for the children to retrieve a great regal title, maintaining the royal title for Charlotte. As a result of Charlotte being elevated to the position of Duchess in her own proper royal dukedoms are usually given to male members of the royal clan in order to permanently pass down the male line. The princess was going to be placed on a level footing with her siblings, who, if tradition is adhered to, would receive the promotion to the position of duke on the occasion of their marriage ceremony, just as the Princes William and Harry were. The source reports that King Charles reserved the regal title of the Duchess of Edinburgh for Princess Charlotte. Prior to getting married in 1947, Prince Philip, who was married to Elizabeth, had previously been the previous bearer of the title. Prior to the wedding, he had been given the title of Duke of Edinburgh by King George VI. Charles, his eldest son, naturally inherited the title following Philip's death. The 1999 deal stipulated that Charles would pass the title to his brother Edward if he ever became king. In spite of this, Prince Edward was finally able to take on the title of Duke of Edinburgh, just as his parents had always desired. Currently, the topic of discussion has switched to the Princess Charlotte, who, according to Robert Jobson's most recent book, Our King, is destined to someday obtain one of the grandest royal titles, specifically at the behest of her grandpa, King Charles. Because of her position, Charlotte is now third in line in the succession to the throne after her father, Prince William, and her elder brother, Prince George. She was the first female person in the British royal family's line of inheritance to not have been leapfrogged by her younger sibling, Prince Louis, who, prior to 2012, had traditionally vaulted over his sister in order of inheritance, merely because he's male. She made history when Prince Louis leapfrogged her from her position in the inheritance line, and as a result of an order issued by Queen Elizabeth, which was put into effect before the beginning of William and Catherine's childbearing. This is no longer the case. George entered the world in 2013, and according to a report, Charlotte's going to end up being the Duchess of Edinburgh, which is a very prominent position in the realm of royal politics. This is despite the fact that George's destiny as king has already been prepared. It's also a touching tribute to his late great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, who, in addition to being the Queen, was also the Duchess of Edinburgh since she got married to Prince Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. Since their 1999 wedding, Edward was assumed the title of Duke of Edinburgh, while his wife Sophie, who served as the Countess of Wessex for more than 24 years, now holds the title of Duchess of Edinburgh. This change occurred last month when Edward became the new Duke of Edinburgh. The title of Viscount Severn will not go down to Edward's own son James following his death. Rather, it will ultimately be returned to the crown, which is most probable to be William at that time. According to a royal historian, everything seems to be in accordance with Charles's well-known slimmed-down monarchy design. Charles, who has a plan to minimize the size of the royal household, wants to grant such prominent titles only to its members who work and to prevent it from increasing further. He says, "The king's decision to concentrate on the line of inheritance is an important step, especially considering that Charles III intends to improve and simplify the monarchy. According to the source, King Charles may also reserve Princess Charlotte's title as Princess Royal. This is an additional suggestion that King Charles has had. It's customary to give the title of Princess Royal to the oldest daughter of a king. This title is a reflection of the French royal title Madame Royale, which was initially established in the year 1647. In contrast with additional royal titles, the title of Princess Royal does not get automatically passed down from generation to generation. Rather, it's bestowed on the oldest daughter of the king who succeeds them. Charlotte will need to exercise patience as she awaits her special day due to the lifelong nature of the title. This is because there only has to be one Princess Royal at any given moment. During the long history of the British monarchy, there have been a total of 7 different people who were granted the title of Princess Royal. The first of these individuals was Princess Mary, who had been the eldest daughter of King Charles I and Queen Henrietta Maria. Princess Anne, the sole surviving child of the Queen, was bestowed with the title of Princess in 1987, and she's now the person in charge. It's possible that the title will remain dormant throughout the reign of Prince Charles, who has never had any daughters. If she does not outlive her sibling, Prince Charles, who is the successor to the throne, nevertheless, after Prince William, takes the throne of England. Charlotte will be able to claim the title of royal family member. She'll continue to be known as HRH Princess Charlotte or Charlotte Cambridge while she's in school. This will change in the near future. The surname she received is the ancestor of the Duke of Cambridge's title, from which royal children traditionally derive their second names, ensuring that everyone is treated equally in order to preserve the riches. During the conversation, King Charles also brought up Princess Charlotte's inheritance. Princess Charlotte's personal net worth remains unknown, but a royal historian estimates her worth at $5 billion. The property is held within the Crown Estate account for the majority of the British royal family's wealth. The Queen orders a separate organisation to administer these assets. The Sovereign Grant, an annual salary, provides the members of the royal household with funds to meet their official responsibilities and obligations. In the United Kingdom, members of the royal household's income and expenditures are subject to open access and examination. It's essential to keep this fact in mind. Because she's an integral part of the British royal family, which represents one of the most wealthy and most recognised royal families in the entire world, Princess Charlotte has frequently been referred to as the wealthiest girl in the entire world. This is due to the fact that she's a member of the British royal family. It's believed that the royal household has a net worth in the hundreds of millions of dollars, and they have permission to utilise a broad variety of assets and privileges. Thank you for watching the video. Please share your thoughts with us, and we'll say goodbye for the time being.